Daniel Harper was a young scholar known for his extensive knowledge and intelligence. From a young age, he demonstrated exceptional talent in literature and gained admiration from many for his wisdom. His quick wit and broad learning made him stand out among his peers. However, as time passed, he began to develop a sense of complacency, believing that he had already attained a great level of understanding. One day, filled with self-assurance, he decided to display his scholarly confidence by writing a couplet and pasting it on the door of his study. To recognize all the characters in the world, to read all the books under heaven. The words reflected his belief that he had mastered immense knowledge. He took great pride in his abilities and felt he was on the path to knowing everything worth knowing. When his father, Thomas Harper, a renowned scholar himself, saw the couplet, he became concerned. He understood that while confidence was important, arrogance could be a barrier to true wisdom. He feared that his son, in his self-satisfaction, might stop striving for greater knowledge and growth. However, instead of directly criticizing Ethan or tearing down the couplet, which might hurt his pride, Benjamin took a more thoughtful approach. He picked up a brush and added 2 crucial words to each line. Diligently recognize all the characters in the world, determinedly read all the books under heaven. These small additions carried a profound message. They emphasized that knowledge is not something to be simply acquired and stored, but rather something that requires continuous effort and persistence. Learning is not an achievement that can be completed. It is a lifelong journey that demands dedication and perseverance. When Ethan returned and saw his father's modification, he was struck with a deep sense of humility. He realized that he had become overly confident in his knowledge, assuming that he had already reached a pinnacle of understanding. His father's lesson made him reflect on the boundless nature of learning and the importance of remaining humble in the pursuit of wisdom. From that day forward, he embraced a mindset of continuous improvement, dedicating himself to studying with even greater sincerity. His renewed approach to learning eventually led him to achieve extraordinary success, making him one of the most celebrated scholars and poets in history. Life is finite, but knowledge is infinite. Lesson: this short yet profound story teaches us that life has limits, but knowledge is boundless. No matter how much we learn, there will always be more to discover. The journey of mastering skills and understanding the world is endless, and one should never fall into the trap of believing that they have learned everything there is to know. The world itself is vast and ever-changing, and human understanding evolves with time. As discoveries and ideas emerge, our knowledge deepens, expands, and moves forward. It is impossible for any one person to fully grasp the entirety of human knowledge. Even if someone were to master an absolute truth at a particular point in time, would their knowledge be complete? Of course not. What is considered true and relevant today may become outdated or even disproven in the future. The only way to truly grow is to continue seeking knowledge, questioning assumptions, and pushing the boundaries of what we know. Furthermore, those who lose interest in learning or claim to be too busy to read will eventually fall behind. In a rapidly advancing world, stagnation is equivalent to regression. The saying holds, "Learning is like sailing against the current. If you do not advance, you will fall behind." Progress requires continuous effort, curiosity, and adaptability. Those who refuse to learn will struggle to keep up with the changing times, ultimately being left behind by those who embrace the pursuit of knowledge. Therefore, we must cultivate an attitude of lifelong learning. We should remain humble in our knowledge, understanding that no matter how much we have learned, there is always more to explore. Just as Thomas Harper taught his son, true wisdom comes not from believing that we know everything, but from recognizing that there is always more to learn. If we embrace this mindset, we can achieve greater success, wisdom, and fulfillment in life. If you like the story, please subscribe.